Rotate the shit. Rotate. Good morning to you all. Good morning to you all. It is early. I've been trying to get my sleep pattern back in line. Going to bed a little bit earlier at night, but still hard for me to fall asleep. So one thing I don't talk about on my channel, actually, I never really have, because it's always been sort of secondary. But in many ways it's not, so because it could be a direct cause and or symptom of. So yeah, I don't talk about insomnia on my channel, but it seems important. Sleep seems important. I think I did have one show episode or whatever about like sleep hygiene or whatever. Alright, so my sleep has been terrible for many years. People with chronic pain or CPPS have to get up to piss every hour on the hour. That was me for many years. Surprisingly, I was just tired all the time. My main symptom was tired. It wasn't really depression or anxiety, but I was just a normal human, just tired as shit. But anybody that wakes up 4, 5, 10 times a night is gonna be tired the next day. You know what I mean? So sleep has been very elusive to me, and I want to talk about that. And some of this is not going to be relevant, but this is my story. My sleep struggle started when I was a child, and I encountered a paranormal incident in which a ghost was calling my name by name. And I woke my brother up, and he heard it. And then I won't go into great details, but this is everybody tells these ghost stories right around a campfire, and everybody knows somebody or they've experienced stuff. It's a very common phenomenon, but the thing about it is, for me, I developed a complex and a fear level that was and I couldn't sleep, and I would rub my ears until they would bleed. I would hum to myself because I couldn't stand the silence. Because when you hear a little ghost boy call your name for hours on end from a doorway, I was scared. My brother was scared, but didn't seem to affect him like other people. And I could talk about the other things. People saw, everybody saw the ghosts in the house. There was always this sense of foreboding and this presence around. It was very dark. It was very heavy to me. Although it never hurt anybody, and I think that it actually wasn't a negative. I don't think it was a negative being, but it didn't matter to me. I was scared to use the bathroom. So a lot of this actually is relevant because other people might need to dig back deeper to see maybe what might have triggered or caused some of their symptomology. But I was I started taking sleeping pills. I would steal from my dad, and at like 9. So I didn't know anything about sleep architecture. All I knew is I wasn't out sleeping at all. Eventually, my mom got me a radio. I became suicidal though over that ghost. That ghost that was haunting my house. I didn't want to look in the windows. I didn't want to go home. So I was in a constant sense of fear. So anyway, paranormal incident triggered systematic insomnia in me, in which I ended up using my father's sedatives, which were Unisom and whatever the hell. I remember there was one called Sleepinol. That was like my favorite. Oh my gosh! After like months of rubbing my ears raw, trying not to hear this ghost, I pop a Unisom or Sleepinol or whatever, what have you. This was back in the early '90s, and bam, I'm asleep. Oh my gosh! I felt that sleep wash over me, that tired feeling, and then just I was out. And I pretty much since then have been taking over-the-counter sleeping medications through college and been sleeping with a fan this close to my face. And my wife, she said, Travis, well, that's probably why you're waking up all the time, because you got a fan right next to your face. I said, no, the fan's the only reason I get any sleep. And it's ironic, my father and my brother both sleep with a fan in their face. So when I sit there in silence, I get really uncomfortable. So anyway, I've been having problems sleeping for a long time, and that definitely doesn't help with burnout. It does not help with mental health problems. And I've got a friend that have sleep issues. One of the basics we talk about, it's really hard to get a homeostasis going if you don't have quality sleep. And if you take over-the-counter things like Unisom or so forth, Benadryl, sustainably they're not really great. Studies have shown that. I mean, it's all about sleep architecture. So, your sleep architecture, getting that 20% REM, 20% deep sleep, getting those cycles, awake. That's what we're all looking for. So, but anyway, I've been sleeping better lately, taking less things. I was taking like a handful of supplements that were helping, but I was starting to suspect maybe they were, I don't know, making me worse during the day or not. I have since ruled that out because I feel just as shitty every day as I do, no matter what I take. So, actually, sometimes sleeping less, I feel better for whatever reason. So anyway, so sleep is very elusive for me, and I just wanted to talk about that because we talk about anxiety and pain, but sleep can have an additive effect or a healing effect depending on how poor it is to those situations. So last night I had sort of like I don't know. I mean, Lamictal, maybe. I don't. My dreams. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe that's why I get dreams. But my dreams get really freaking crazy, real crazy, bro. When I'm freaking taking 5-HTP. 5-HTP will get me to sleep. And my doctor said, not to take it because I don't do well with serotonin and stuff. So I didn't take it for a while, and I couldn't sleep again. I popped 5-HTP, which is just a Griffonia bean. It's the Griffonia bean, it's just a precursor to serotonin and then melatonin. But I'm telling you, man, I pop 100, even 50, low dose 5-HTP. I'm asleep. I'm asleep. I think it's better than NyQuil. But anyway, vivid dreams, and maybe with the Lamictal, it's double vivid, and then I got triple, quadruple vivid dreams. My dreams are so vivid. And let me just tell you right now that I love that. Most of the time, I've been having dreams of surfing and going on vacations and doing things I can't even do in real life. There's a white Tacoma next to me. He's got I kind of regret sometimes not getting a white one. It's real nice. Anyway. But, yeah. So I had this dream, and it was crazy. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm driving through the Bermuda Triangle right now. The service is pretty spotty. Damn. Why are you taking Lamictal? It seems to be helping you. Tell me. What's up with the Lamictal? I'm only on 50. I can't seem to get much higher than that. I feel like it makes me feel worse. Like it increases my anxiety. A lot of the most clarity felt great. It normalized everything for me. But then all of a sudden, I felt like it wasn't like I felt worse on it. So I'm on such a low dose, and my doctor says it's not therapeutic. So whatever. I'm getting ready to switch to a new similar medication. But anyway, so the dream, I'm trying to pull out of this. Hold on, that was your. Oh, I thought you said that you went to China. Is that in real life, or is that was your dream? Uh, okay. I think you're saying that was your dream now. I don't have a lot of cognitive functioning, so it's hard for me to drive and think at the same time. Okay, I was like, damn, he's in China. Play it. Okay. All right. Well, look, give me 1 second. I'm running into Starbucks to get me a 2/3 decaf and some egg bites. Give me 2 seconds, right quick. Well, I'm glad that you said that because that's interesting about Lamictal and dreaming. Because I tell my friend we're trying to figure this out. We're like little detectives here. Both of us trying to figure out our insomnia and stuff. Check that out. It's a, I don't know if you can see that. It's 2/3 decaf. I hope it's real because I'm sensitive to caffeine, but taking a leave because I had a football game yesterday and I got beat up. I can barely bend my knees. So anyway, well, how does the Lamictal working though for your bipolar and stuff? And what's your dosage, if you don't mind? That's all right. You can let me know later. Uh, extra shot. Sorry about that. Damn it. Okay, I'm back. Um, so yeah, I was trying to leave my haunted house. I was a kid. It was terrifyingly vivid. And this was crazy because I had gone back to I had scored about 6 hours and 45 minutes of sleep, and which is, and I only woke up like once, so it was a really good night. But I was trying to get an additional hour or so. I'm really trying to get over 7.5 hours a night. But anyway, so I popped my my benzo, and went back to sleep, and I had this vivid, and I could not. I was like so agoraphobic, and I was scared to go leave the driveway. So I was just kind of like there, and I left the driveway, and then like the whole world started crumbling, and I didn't know where I was. I was like driving on Mars. There was like nowhere to go. I look in my rearview mirror, and no matter how far away I drove, in this crumbling like earth, the house was right there. Right there. And I get away from it. And I was like forced to look at the windows and see the figures, the shadow figures that we used to see as children. I got goosebumps right now. I mean, shit is terrifying. So I woke up pretty quick. And I've read the reports and so forth. So, and if that's true, you know, if you're not getting enough deep sleep and your ratio of REM to deep to light is off by a lot, then you're not going to be feeling refreshed. And for me, that's really like what it's about, not feeling refreshed and feeling like crap. And that, you know, leads to more anxiety just because I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything when I'm feeling that way. Nobody does. But I have some tips, you know, a couple tips for people who have poor sleep. So I'm going to get tips then real quick and then end this video. Google sleep hygiene. That'll tell you what you need to know. HTP helps me a lot. Tryptophan helps some people. Very low dose melatonin. Don't take more than 1 milligram. Try to stay on a 0.3 sustained release, something like that. Magnesium calm or natural calm. Magnesium helps with sleep. You know, going to bed early, going to bed at the same time helps. I have a sleep tracker by Beauty Rest that is amazing. All that crap about not eating before bed, not drinking a lot before bed, that helps. But if you wake up, you feel hungover, even, you know, like I don't drink, but I feel hungover or something, what I do is you can take electrolyte water and stuff like that. That'll help you sleep. So, or sorry, that'll help you rebound, help you feel better. All right, well, thanks for listening, guys. Subscribe. I'll talk to you later.